Hello, April Park community. We want to welcome you. My name is Kim Favreau. I'm the Student Assistance Counselor at April Park High School. I'm joined by several of my colleagues in the counseling department here at APHS to share some information and spread awareness regarding May as Mental Health Awareness Month. So we want to also let everyone know that as the counselors, social workers, school psychologists here at all levels, we're here to support you. And we want to make sure that you have access to services as we end the school year and go into the summer months. We know that a lot of people have been accessing mental health services since COVID began, and through telehealth and these other mechanisms, many more people are able to access services. So we just want to reiterate some of those services that we can provide and that are also available in the community. You can see from this slide, Mahaney's is a great resource that we have in our community that will offer plenty of webinars online, whether that's discussing mental health conditions, gaining understanding around trauma, or managing grief. They also have screeners that a person can take to identify a potential mental health condition and to get support. So we do urge you to check out that website, which is in the bottom of this slide, and we'll also share this later in the presentation.
Hey everyone, this is Crystal Murray. I'm the IEP counselor at the high school. There's some statistics for you to read. A few that spoke to me were mental health needs for young people are increasing, and they are struggling the most with their mental health compared to adults. For adults, mental health needs have been worsening even before COVID-19. And also, there's still an unmet need for mental health treatment. .7 youth have major depression. 60% of youth with depression do not receive treatment for mental health, and 27% of those youth with severe depression who receive treatment have inconsistent care.
Hi, April Park. This is Tara Arsenault. I'm one of the counselors at the high school. You may have heard the term growth mindset. Growth mindset is a belief that you can change, grow, and adapt throughout your lives, and especially during difficult times. It's believing that you are never stuck regardless of the situation. Thinking this way does not mean that your problems go away, but it does help remind yourself that you're capable of growing and moving through any problem. There are things that you can do to boost resilience and help yourself feel better. Two easy things are: one, help others. Volunteer at a shelter, help a neighbor or a friend. When you give of yourself to help others, it gives you a sense of meaning and purpose, all of which boosts your resilience. Secondly, be proactive. It's important to acknowledge your feelings during a difficult time, but it's also important to break that problem down into smaller, more manageable tasks. When you tackle the smaller parts one by one, it can help you move forward positively.
Hi everyone, my name is Courtney. I'm a school counseling intern here at April Park High School. So resilience involves maintaining both the cognitive and emotional flexibility in your life in order to deal with stressful or traumatic circumstances. You can do this by letting yourself experience strong emotions when appropriate, taking action to deal with your problems while recognizing when you need to rest and re-energize, spending time with those who support and encourage you, and relying on loved ones and yourself.
And did you know many people that suffer from more than one mental health disorder at a given time? So in particular, depressive illnesses tend to co-occur with substance abuse and anxiety disorders. We want to reiterate that we don't want people to feel isolated and alone, And you have us, you have a built-in network of support within the school system, but you also have outside resources that you can access if in need. And additionally, in terms of seeking help, as I said in the beginning slide, a lot of things have gone online. So self-help and support groups can be a wonderful addition to your mental health and improving your overall wellness. So the Pride Center in Albany has online different groups for young people in the LGBTQIA area, and they are a wonderful resource, as well as Al-Anon and Alateen if you are concerned about a loved one's addiction. And below you'll see the Al-Anon Alateen resource link, as well as some of those additional resources that we have throughout the state and country. You can see below Mahaney's, NAMI, and Oasis. We want to direct you also to our website, and so that you can see that you can access any one of the counselors at any time. And hopefully you can see this here as you scroll down. You'll see the counselors at all our different levels, as well as external resources that we have available for everyone, whether that's accessing insurance, seeking family and child counseling services.
Good afternoon. I'm going to ask that everyone please.
Both individually, we have that with the county, and then we also have private insurance supports for everyone. So if you click on this, there's also community hospice. You click on any one of these links, you can see the different resources we all have listed here, and all of us have spent some time putting this together for you. I'm just going to stop sharing for one moment so I can go back to my other screen. I just want to make sure we...
Sorry about that, Ms. Favreau. This is Mrs. Murray. We talked a lot about coping strategies in the past here at Averill Park. There are a lot of things that you guys can do when you're feeling super overwhelmed, stressed, anxious, sad. Ms. Fragamelli and myself did a role play to talk about different coping strategies that you can do. So we hope that you enjoy it. Hi, Courtney. How are you today?
Okay.
Okay, so what's going on? I know that you asked to come see me today.
So I'm just feeling a little stressed. So I'm graduating, but you know, COVID's made it really hard. My grades aren't as good as I would have liked them, and you know, it's just very stressful switching between in-person and hybrid and virtual. So just dealing with a lot of that.
Okay, so you have a lot going on, huh? You said that you're graduating and, you know, COVID's making it kind of stressful too for you, kind of hard. Okay, are you getting some help from your teachers? Are you asking your teachers for help and stuff?
Yeah, I've been staying after a few days, and I tried to do the peer tutoring, but I'm still just a little nervous and anxious.
Okay, so what do you typically do when you're feeling stressed?
I like to watch Netflix, but that doesn't really help most of the times. That's it.
Okay, so you watch Netflix. That doesn't always help. Okay. Now, do you do anything at school to help when you're stressed?
No, not really. I kind of just sit through it and just wait for the day to end and then go home and watch Netflix.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to teach you something that you could do, you know, when you're in school, when you're at your desk, or even when you're at home, right? So when you start to feel overwhelmed, so you can do this. Okay. So it's really, really easy. So before we get started on that though, I want you to take a few deep breaths with me. Okay. So I want you to breathe in through your nose very slowly and then out through your mouth. Okay. So go ahead and we'll take deep breaths. Ready? So go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. So when you're stressed, on a scale of 1 to 10, like 1 being, you know, everything is good, you're feeling okay, and 10 feeling like crawling out of your skin, oh my goodness, like now. Like when you feel really stressed, what would you say you are?
Maybe like a 7.
Okay, and how do you feel right now?
Right now, maybe like a 4 or 5.
Okay, great. So you're super relaxed right now. Okay, awesome. Little getting up there though, right? Little stress, thinking about it. Okay. So I'm going to teach you a coping strategy that might help. Like I said, you can use it at home. You know, you can use it when you're sitting at your desk, you know, in class, that kind of thing. So I want you to look around the room and tell me 5 things that you can see that are blue.
Okay. Your pencil holder, the Purell, the card, the book, your flowers, and the colored pencils.
Perfect. Look around the room and tell me 4 things that you could touch.
The tissues, the chairs, the table, and the paper.
Okay, perfect. Look around the room and tell me 3 things that you can hear.
The air, people outside the vent, people outside, and the door opening.
Awesome. Very good. Look around the room and tell me 2 things that you could smell.
The flowers and the Purell.
Awesome. Look around the room and notice 1 thing that you could taste.
The candy in your bowl.
Awesome. Okay. So, like I said, you can do that anywhere. Do you feel a little bit more relaxed? Okay. So the trick with stress is to kind of change what you're thinking if you can, right? So like when you're feeling really stressed, you can kind of look around the room. It's going to refocus your attention. So you might not always be in a space where you can do that on your own, but maybe you can have a teacher prompt you or a friend, or you could also get like an index card and maybe put it at the corner of your desk or put it in a notebook or something like that to kind of remind yourself until you practice enough, until you can just do it on your own. So that's really good. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. And if there's anything else I can help you with, please let me know. Are you good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Well, have a good day. Thanks for coming.
You.
And on that note, we are going to wrap up our presentation, and thank you to Ms. Marie and Ms. Fragamelli for doing that skit for us, and just a nice way of reminding yourself to take some breaths and to ground yourself. And that, again, really helps with your resiliency as well. Thank you, everyone.